flooding alerts in this area Thursday, maybe.
We saw that on the other coast with what we saw at Hillary, with some of the high terrain in Southern California, which was weird. That's a proper cold front too this time around.
So that combination is a really bad combination
here in the city of Tampa and in the Tampa Bay region.
So bear that in mind,
that you're looking
and as we showed you too, right side of the cone, much worse for the Tampa Bay metro area, also much worse farther downstream for coastal areas if that gets back out over Oklahoma.
And there will be storm surge there too.
Now I'd like to bring up
and we'll watch for that. Fox Weather is with you 24/7 as we cover Idalia and its impending impact on Florida's Gulf Coast and beyond. Make sure you check out the Hurricane HQ tab. It's in your Fox Weather app. Right in the middle at the bottom, you'll see the logo. You can't miss it. Turn the push notifications on too, so we can give you the latest updates as we get them. Fox Weather now, back after this.
They also want to provide that update to Spanish speakers in the area. We know that that is a big demographic, especially when you're thinking of the southern part of Florida. People there do need to know what must be done, how they can prepare. Let's pull up this live radar in full as we continue to track Tropical Storm Idalia with you here live at Live Now from Fox. I do want to get back to that Tampa update, of course. Just want to skim over the latest when it came to the advisory that was just given in Spanish. Of course, you did just see that play out. Once again, there is a big demographic of Spanish speakers down in the southern part of Florida. Let's get back to that advisory out of Tampa. We are going to resume it here when they continue that press conference in English. And once again, they are watching out for Tropical Storm Idalia.
Prepare. As we've been talking for the last week and since June 1st, we've been telling everyone to make sure they prepare for the hurricane season. Now that we're in the peak season, and of course, fortunately, Florida, we have the tax break. We want everyone to take advantage of that and prepare your home, your family with a kit. Make sure you continue to watch the news, listen to the local weather reports, and plan for the worst, okay? If you're in the cone, you're in the zone, meaning you need to take advantage of the information that's being put out to you and make sure you follow the instructions given by local authorities. Tampa Fire Rescue Emergency Operations Center will go into effect this afternoon at 12 noon, which will be partial, and tomorrow morning we will activate at 0700. We want everyone to make sure you take this storm seriously. As the mayor stated, it is undetermined, don't know what direction it's going to go. If you have any outside debris, any drainage that may be clogged, make sure all of that is clean and remove. Either you move it inside your home or in a particular area as far as disposing of it. We're going to continue, as I stated, to provide the service to the community, but just be advised, once the wind reaches certain miles per hour, Tampa Fire Rescue will not be able to respond. So we want everyone to make sure you activate, and if you have to evacuate, evacuate early. As I stated, we're going to continue to work with the local partners to make sure the community is safe. If you are purchasing or have purchased a generator, make sure you follow the instructions and make sure that it's operated outside of your home. It will cause additional damage as carbon monoxide to the family if it's inside the home. Once again, we want everyone to take advantage of the information that's been given. We have multiple shelters that's going to be activated later today. Just follow the local information given out by the county and the city. We have a special needs shelter that's going to take place at Irwin. Make sure you're registered accordingly. Once again, if you need additional information, please reach out to the website tampa.gov/hurricane, tampa.gov/hurricane, as well as the Citizen Information Center, which is 833 Tampa Info, 833 Tampa Info, or 833-872-4636. Now I turn it over to the Police Chief Burkle.
So the common theme that you're hearing is being prepared. Your Tampa Police Department is prepared. We've been preparing for this for years. We had our near misses the last couple years, and we even sent our officers down south to assist where the ground zero was. So we're prepared. The question is, are you prepared? If not, now's the time. Get prepared. In case of an emergency, follow the orders of first responders and emergency personnel. I can't stress the importance of that. If and when the governor issues an evacuation order, that means your life's in danger. Hear those warnings. We have specialized equipment that can assist in flooding waters. We have high water vehicles and special rescue vehicles, but as Chief Tripp said, at some point those vehicles cannot go out. So heed those warnings. Have a reunification plan in place for your family. Assume that there'll be no power or cell service. Our personnel update street flooding maps in real time, so be sure to also bookmark tampa.gov/flood map. And again, if it becomes necessary, we have a re-entry program. Go to tampa.gov/hang tag to know about re-entering your neighborhood if it becomes a disaster area. All these things and all these links are on our website. Please take heed and be prepared and follow the emergency evacuation orders. Thank you.
All right, we will open it up to questions. As you saw, there was an order that the schools will be closing. Those who have children, the parents know that Monday is early release anyway. They're going to go along with that schedule, and then schools will be closed tomorrow. Again, we're just asking everyone to do what you can right now to be prepared. It is critically important. Charge up your cell phone, fill up the gas can.
Help your business.
Do the things,
help
get
your
the
neighbors.
yard debris
Earn
out.
extra
Make
income.
sure you have a
Amazon Home
reunification
Delivery is
program.
looking to partner
Check
with
on
your business.
neighbors.
Each
Just make
day,
sure
we'll
that
deliver
you're
Amazon
taking those
packages
steps
to your
necessary.
business. You and your staff will
understand
deliver these
and have
packages
the
to customers in your
confidence to know
community,
that
and
we
you'll be
have,
paid
as
for
a
every
city,
package you deliver.
taken steps
No
to
delivery
be
experience
as prepared
required,
as we
no long-term
possibly can
contracts, and get
for
weekly
this
direct
storm.
deposits.
So now we'll open it up for
Learn more and
questions.
sign up today at amazon.com/hubdelivery.
You guys lost audio?
How to open.
Test, test.
Anyone have any questions before?
They lost the audio. Don't you? All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Perfect example of replacing the need to replace your batteries right there. All right. Any other questions? As you all know, was just stated, we are fully activating our EOC tomorrow at 7 a.m. There will be a press conference at Hillsborough County's EOC at 2 o'clock that the entire Hillsborough County, all Hillsborough County personnel will be participating in. And again, we're working very closely, not only with the county, but with the state as well to ensure that we keep our community safe, but we need all of our residents to be aware and be responsible as well. It's better to follow the suggestions, heed the warnings, adhere to evacuation requirements than to be stuck someplace that we can't come and get you. And we've seen that happen time and again with other storms. So regardless of the inconvenience, follow the orders, and then we will be able to ensure that everyone is safe. All right, thank you all, and we will be back regular.
That was the latest update from officials over in Tampa, Florida, one of the many cities in the southern state. They're preparing for Tropical Storm IDALIA. It is expected to make landfall in Florida sometime this week. Right now, meteorologists and weather forecasters expecting that it is going to hit on Wednesday. However, millions of people will be feeling the effects of this storm. We want to take our final break of the hour. Don't go anywhere. We are tracking this storm for you all day. When we come back, more advisories, and this time from officials in Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. Live now from Fox returns in just 2 minutes. Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We are approaching the 3 o'clock hour on the West Coast and the 6 o'clock hour on the East Coast. And we are also tracking Tropical Storm IDALIA. Taking a look here, it is turning in the Gulf, expected to gain strength before it officially makes landfall in Florida sometime this week. Early projections consider that to be on Wednesday. Many coastal cities preparing for that at around 3 o'clock West Coast time, 6 o'clock East Coast time. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is set to give another public advisory in Tallahassee as he continues to watch out for this storm and is coordinating with emergency management officials around the state. We will carry that for you as soon as that feed comes in. In the meantime, we want to get to another advisory from officials in Jacksonville, another coastal city, albeit on the eastern side of the state, but even they are taking the storm seriously as they are waiting to feel the effects of IDALIA within the next few days. Let's listen in to their advisory next on Live Now from Fox.
A long couple of days ahead of us, and I want to thank all of you for being here as we prepare the community for Tropical Storm IDALIA. The Emergency Operations Center was activated at 8 a.m. this morning and will remain activated throughout the duration of this storm. Governor DeSantis, as you may know, has already declared a state of emergency for Duval and other surrounding counties. And as mayor, I am declaring a local state of emergency as well to activate the necessary resources to make sure that we have protection for our community. Here is the latest on the storm from the National Weather Service. We anticipate IDALIA to strengthen and intensify as it makes its way over the extremely warm waters of the Gulf, making landfall somewhere in the Big Bend area as a potential Category 3 major hurricane. Our message: prepare for hurricane strength conditions here in Northeast Florida. There is the potential for substantial flooding in vulnerable neighborhoods along the St. Johns River and along the Atlantic coast. We anticipate the risk of high rip currents as well throughout the week. So this is absolutely no time to be in the water over the next couple of days. It'll be very dangerous. We also forecast strong, sustained tropical force winds, tropical storm force winds, and hurricane force gusts with a 3-foot up to a 3-foot storm surge. 3 to 6 inches of rain is expected as the storm passes through our region.
As we're listening to this update out of Jacksonville, Florida, I do want to bring in a live event that's looking like it's getting underway now. This involves that shooting situation earlier today at the University of North Carolina. We are getting an update from officials there. Let's listen to the latest.
North Carolina Chancellor Kevin Guskowitz, UNC Chief of Police Brian James, Chapel Hill Police Chief Salisa Leahy, Orange County Sheriff Charles Blackwood, Commander Freddie L. Johnson Jr. of the North Carolina Highway Patrol, Secretary Eddie Buffalo Jr. of the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Special Agent in Charge Bob DeWitt of the FBI, Orange County District Attorney Jeff Neiman, and UNC Board of Trustees Chair David Bolick Jr. We know there'll be a lot of questions, and we'll take a few, but please understand this is an ongoing investigation and questions will be limited. We'll start with Chancellor Guskowitz.
Thank you all for being here today. This is truly a tragic day for our campus community. Chief James will give more details on the ongoing investigation, but this afternoon, shortly after 1 p.m., UNC police were notified of shots being fired in Cottle Laboratories on our campus. The suspect was eventually apprehended and is now in custody. I'm grieved to report that one of our faculty members was killed in this shooting. This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community. We will work to rebuild that sense of trust and safety within our community, and our hearts are with the family of our fellow faculty member, those who are personally connected to the victim, and those traumatized by this senseless act of violence. In response, we have canceled classes for the rest of today and have canceled classes for tomorrow. We've sent an email with resources for our students, faculty, and staff. More information will be provided on additional services for our campus community. I'm grateful to our Emergency Operations Center, UNC Police, for managing this situation so effectively and keeping our community safe. I'm also grateful to our faculty, staff, and students for their effective cooperation during this event today. It's why we have an emergency action plan with an active shooter protocol that's practiced regularly, and because of that, this situation played out as best as we could have asked for today. I hope that you'll join me in praying for the victim's family, and every member of our Carolina community. And I encourage our community to come together during this difficult time. I'm now going to turn it over to Chief James to give you additional details on what happened today and his department's impressive response in keeping the rest of our campus safe. And I also want to thank the other law enforcement agencies, many of whom are here today, for the role that they played in keeping our community safe. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Brian James. I'm the Chief of Police for the UNC Police Department. I thank you for being here this evening. And thank you, Chancellor Guskowitz. I also want to offer my sympathy to the victim in this incident and express my empathy to the entire UNC and Chapel Hill community. I'm very sorry to be standing before you today in these circumstances. It's a day we train for, but we hope it never comes. I know there will be a lot of questions as we try to answer as many as possible, but please understand this is an ongoing investigation, and there are many questions that we will not have the answers to at this time. I want to start by confirming, as the Chancellor did, we do have the suspect in custody from today's active assailant incident. At this time, we are not releasing the name of the suspect, as formal charges have not yet been filed. We are committed to conducting a thorough investigation, and we will provide as many updates throughout the process as we can. The FBI is providing assistance with multiple resources, including victim assistance and the evidence response team. The Caudle Lab, which is the location of the incident, will be closed until further notice as evidence is being processed. We want to ensure that we gather every piece of evidence to determine exactly what happened here that information out at that time because we weren't sure. Also,
we were listening